Top 10 most attractive female armed forces in the world. Women within the military have a history that extends over 400 years into the past, throughout an oversized variety of cultures and nations. Girls have contended several roles within the military, from ancient girls to the ladies presently serving in conflicts. Even supposing the overwhelming majority of all combatants are men in each culture. So in this video, we will discuss about the 10 most attractive female armed forces. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 10. U.S. Armies. American women soldiers hold 10th place in our list of the most attractive female armed forces in the world. Women have been a part of the war effort since the Revolutionary War, but in the early days they had to cloak themselves in disguise to serve alongside men. Now they were given auxiliary roles, as women make up 16% of the U.S. military. More than 165,000 women are enlisted and active in the armed services, with over 35,000 additional women serving as officers. See also the list of the most beautiful American women. Number 9. Czech Republic Army. For years, Czechoslovakian military regulations did not allow women in the military, and it was after World War II that the enlistment of women into the military service was permitted. Czech women fought during World War II with distinction as medical personnel, phone operators, and anti-aircraft gun crews. They served in the Czechoslovakian unit in the Soviet Union, in the British Women Auxiliary Air Forces in the United Kingdom, and the British Army in the Middle East. Now they have become an integral part of the Czech Armed Forces, and some of their positions proved to be indispensable, especially those in the Air Force. Number 8. Polish Army. The Armed Forces of the Republic of Poland are the National Armed Forces of the Republic of Poland. The name has been used since the early 19th century, but can also be applied to earlier periods. The Polish Army is at number 8 on our list. Currently, there are around 2,500 women in the Polish Armed Forces, and all women have the same rights as men to join and serve in the Polish Army, Navy, Air Force, and Special Forces. With a budget of over $14 billion in 2022, Poland is ranked 20th in the world in terms of military expenditures and is among the 9 NATO member states that have maintained their military spending above the required 2% of annual GDP. Number 7. British Army. The British Army is the principal land warfare force of the United Kingdom, a part of the British Armed Forces along with the Royal Navy and the Royal Air Force. As of 2022, the British Army comprises 79,380 regular full-time personnel, 4,090 Gurkhas, and 28,330 volunteer reserve personnel. British women hold the 7th position among the most attractive female soldiers. They have been integrated into the British Armed Forces since the early 1990s. However, they remain excluded from primarily combat units in the Army, Royal Marines, and Royal Air Force Regiment. Check out the list of the most beautiful British women. Number 6. Pakistan Army. The Pakistan Army is the land service branch of the Pakistan Armed Forces. The roots of its modern existence trace back to the British Indian Army that ceased to exist following the partition of British India, which occurred as a result of the 1947 Indian Independence Act of the United Kingdom. The female soldiers of Pakistan are in the 6th position on this list of the most attractive female armed forces. Pakistan is the only country in the Islamic world where women are performing their military duties in hostile and combat military operations. Women have been taking part in the Pakistan military since 1947 after the establishment of Pakistan. Currently, a strong, sizable unit of women soldiers who are serving in the Pakistan Armed Forces. In 2006, the first woman fighter pilots batch joined the Combat Aerial Mission Command of PAF, and women in Pakistan Army have been trained in combat missions, particularly in sniper, airborne, and infantry warfare. The Pakistan Navy is currently the only uniformed service branch where women are restricted to serve in combat missions. Number 5. Israel Army. Israel is the only nation to conscript women and assign some of them to infantry combatant service, which places them directly in the line of enemy fire. All Israelis are forced to carry out national service when they turn 18, meaning the nation's military is packed with female recruits. According to current figures, as many as 31% IDF soldiers are women, 3 times more than the UK. But does that mean Israel has the world's most attractive female armed forces? Number 4. Greece Army. The Hellenic Army, formed in 1828, is the land force of Greece. The term Hellenic is the endogenous synonym for Greek. The Hellenic Army is the largest of the 3 branches of the Hellenic Armed Forces, also constituted by the Hellenic Air Force and the Hellenic Navy. At number 4 on our list of the most attractive female armed forces in the world are attractive soldiers from the Greek Army. Greece currently has universal compulsory military service for males, under which all men above 18 years of age serve for 9 months. Women may serve in the Greek military on a voluntary basis. They are not required to enlist as men are. Number 3. Australian Army. The Australian Army is the principal land warfare force of Australia, a part of the Australian Defence Force, along with the Royal Australian Navy and the Royal Australian Air Force. The Army is commanded by the Chief of Army, who is subordinate to the Chief of the Defence Force, who commands the ADF. At 3rd position in our list is the Australian Army. Women have served in Australian Armed Forces since 1899. They were restricted to the Australian Army Nursing Service until World War II. This role expanded in 1941 and 42 when the Royal Australian Navy, or RAN, Australian Army and Royal Australian Air Force established female branches in which women took on a range of support roles. Women were integrated into the services during the late 1970s and early 1980s and can now serve in most positions in the Australian Defence Force, or ADF, including combat roles. And here's the list of the hottest women from Australia. Number 2. Russian Army. The armed forces of the Russian Federation, commonly referred to as the Russian Armed Forces, comprise the military of Russia. In terms of active duty personnel, they are the world's 5th largest military force, with at least 2 million reserve personnel. There's a popular opinion that Russia has the most beautiful girls, slender, well-groomed, with just the right amount of that mysterious soul mixed in. Russian women, who have played an important role in their country's military history, are in the 2nd position among the most attractive female armed forces in the world. They performed various duties in the armies throughout Russian history, especially during the Great Patriotic War. Number 1. Romanian Army. The land forces, air force, and naval forces of Romania are collectively known as the Romanian Armed Forces. The current commander-in-chief is Lieutenant General Daniel Petrescu, who is managed by the Minister of National Defense, while the president is the supreme commander of the armed forces during wartime. The Eastern European nation has topped our list of the most attractive female armed forces. Find the sexiest army recruits in the world, nothing but Romania. The Romanian Army is not able to boast the firepower of the world's top aggressive powers, but they accept one abstruse weapon that's an apple beater: the sexiest woman. That was all about the top 10 most attractive female armed forces in the world. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.